this is Bookchara, and this is my March TBR game. Before we get started into the game, I wanted to do a quick mini book haul and just run through some books that I've acquired recently. Firstly, I have two that were gifted to me from Putnam Books. This is Love and Saffron by Kim Fay, a novel of friendship, food, and love. So thank you for that. And then I also have Booth by Karen Joy Fowler, and this is one that actually releases March 8th, which may be the day that you're seeing this video, I'm not sure, but historical fiction about John Wilkes Booth, and I am planning to read this one this month. From Better World Books, I got The Sparrow by Mary Dorothea Russell. And this one comes highly recommended by both Amy at A Star Reads and Just Martine. I also got from Better World Books Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan, and this is one of Amy at A Star Reads' favorite books right now. Lastly, from Better World Books, I got The 4 Seasons of Marriage by Gary Chapman. This one came highly recommended by my pastor. And let's see, I got Fangs by Sarah Anderson. This is a graphic novel, and I got this from James at James's Space for his 200 subscriber giveaway. And lastly, books I acquired this month is The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. This one I got as part of Galentine's Day on Instagram from Rory at Press and Prose. Thank you so much, Rory. I am looking forward to getting into this series in the future. Now we're going to recap the books that I read in February. First, I read Second Star to the Left by Megan Van Dyke. This is a Tinkerbell and Captain Hook retelling. I gave this one 4 stars. This is my gifted copy, so thank you for this. And yeah, this was really good. If you like a little steam in your fairy tale retellings, this is a good one to pick up. A lot of fun, and I felt like she stayed true to our versions of the characters, the classic Tinkerbell and Captain Hook that we have tucked in our hearts, at least if you've seen like the Once Upon a Time TV series. So this was really good, really good. And I meant to say that this was for the TBR game prompt book tour. I also read Unwind by Neil Schusterman. This was for the prompt 1-year booktube anniversary recommendation. This was recommended to me by Is Bailey Reading. This book was phenomenal, 5 stars, probably my favorite book of the year so far. I will be surprised if it isn't in my top books of the year. Really impressed, really excited to continue this series, so thank you, Bailey. For the Wrench, I read Stars Above by Marissa Meyer. This is book 4.5 in the Lunar Chronicles. This is a collection of short stories, kind of a continuation and or fill in the gap of the story that we already know. This was great. This was just really enjoyable. I thought the ending was perfect, and I gave this one 5 stars. Books that I read that were not part of my TBR game. I finished a Bible study called Pointing to the Promise by, hang on, I wrote it down, by Kayla Ferris. This was an Advent Bible study, and so I started this before Christmas, kind of fell off the wagon with it, and then picked it up this month, determined to finish it. This Bible study, if you are at all interested, is one that uses the Old Testament, shows you how the Old Testament basically points to Jesus in the New Testament. So this was really good. I gave this 4 stars. I finished City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Anybody that's doing the Bookchara read-alongs with us knows that I struggled with this hardcore. I wound up giving it 3 stars. Yeah, if you want to watch what I thought, you can go back and watch the video on Amy's channel of our book discussion. I'm not going to get a whole lot into it, but 3 stars. I am going to continue the series. I love reading with my friends, if nothing else, and so Yes. The last book I read was Master of Circumstance by James Morgan. This is a nonfiction book that talks about the 7 victim mindsets. So if you've ever heard me talk about Boundaries by Cloud and Townsend, that is one of my favorite, I don't know if you'd call it like self-help, mental health. I don't know what you would call it, but it's a book that I recommend everybody read. This book is going to go in a place of honor right there with Boundaries. I highly recommend. I guarantee you have probably not heard of this book. It was great. It has the power and the potential to be life-changing, so highly recommend. 5 stars. Okay, books that I should have read that would have counted toward my TBR game. I did not get to Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. I did not get to Chaser by Stacey Hart. The Girl in the Tower by Catherine Arden. This one will be the very first book I read in March. Nothing else is getting read until I read this book. I have made promises. I've made promises to Chaz. I've made promises to Heather. This book is an immediate priority. And finally, Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Lori Gottlieb. Okay, so now we're going to do the case file reveal. I debated whether or not to even do a punishment this month. I know, or for February, well, yes, this month, whatever, you know what I'm saying. So in January, I had COVID. In February, I suffered the loss of a relationship. And so, yeah, 2022 has not been like so fun, but I am persevering. I'm pressing on. Anyway, I'm gonna reveal the case file books and then I will tell you the plan. So in the case file, we have Second Star to the Left, which I did read. We have Stars Above, which I did read. And we also have Maybe You Should Talk to Someone, which I did not read. So that would be an additional book, 6 books instead of 5 this month. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you the books that I plan on reading this month. Then we will do my rolls and we will see if we can make anything fit. My game is obviously fun. My game is obviously important to me, but it doesn't always work out with what I want to and or need to be reading. And so, sure, I'll take a punishment book. Like, I don't know that I'm going to get to any of them, and that is the truth. So, books that are a priority to me this month. I already mentioned The Girl in the Tower by Catherine Arden, book number 2 in the Winter Night trilogy. Next we have Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. This is book 1 in the All Souls trilogy, and I am reading that with yes I am. I'm reading that with Bookchara read along, so it's me, Amy at A-Star Reads, Paige at Pages with Paige, and then our entire Discord and YouTube and whatever community. So that is a priority. I will also be reading Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I will be reading this with one of my friends from Discord. So this is a buddy read this month. And then finally, I already mentioned this book in my book haul, but I would like to get to Booth by Karen Joy Fowler this month. The publisher, Putnam Books, was so kind to send this to me. I actually requested this one, and I want to do right by them and get to it. So that's really my TBR, but we are still going to play my game. We are still going to play my game, and at the end of my game, I did not forget about my giveaway winners from last month. I was Miss Scarlet, Double Trouble, and so there are 2 people that are winning a wish list book from me. So with that, here are my rolls. Okay guys, so it's time to roll and see what we get. First, I'm going to roll to see what character I am playing as. Number 5. Okay, number 5 is Mrs. Peacock, aka TikTok. She has got nothing but time. Her special skill is that I have 1 extra week to complete any case file book without being penalized. Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4. A book for middle grade March. For the middle grade month prompt, I can never resist an opportunity to put this book on my TBR, so it is going back on there. I have Hollowpox by Jessica Townsend. This is book 3 in the Nevermore series, and I've had this for a minute, and I've been wanting to read it for a minute. The potential is there. The potential is there. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A Women's History Month recommendation. For Women's History Month recommendation, this wasn't actually, this was recommended to me, not maybe to me directly, but I saw somebody recommend it in general. Not necessarily for Women's History Month, but this is Necessary Lies by Diane Chamberlain. This book, the topic is, what the heck? It's sterilization in the South, 1960 in North Carolina. So definitely some women's history in this book. Fitz is tearing things up. I know you're shocked. Anyway, this is my choice for Women's History Month recommendation. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Fitz had to go in timeout. He was being way too helpful. So I rolled a 9, landed in the study, and this is a nonfiction book. For my nonfiction, I have chosen Weird Things Customers Say in Bookstores by Jen Campbell. This one got recommended was recommended by Alice at Alice, what's Alice's channel? Alice and the Big Giant Bookshelf or something like that. I'm sorry, Alice, if I butchered that. Anyway, this came recommended by her. I don't really know what I can tell you about it. Anyway, I think the title just pretty much says it all. But it's a nice, short little read. This could be good. This could be a nice palate cleanser or something like that. Oh, first clue card. So, yeah, I don't know if it really matters, but I'll go ahead and move. I'm going to take the secret passage over here and draw a clue card. I will be reading Discovery of Witches. For my clue card, I got Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I own this in ebook, so I'll put a little picture of it up here in the corner. But yes, this one worked out. As I mentioned before, I'll be reading that with Bookchara read-alongs. If you guys would like to get in on that with us, the Discord link is in my Linktree link. And I'll roll for good measure. Another clue card, and that's why I do that. And that's actually doubles as well. Our 5th book is The 13th Tale. My next clue card was The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. This book, I'm just going to be real honest, this is probably not going to happen this month. I did have one Instagram friend in particular. Her name's Gladys. I wrote her name in here because she highly recommended this one. I can't tell you what it's about off the top of my head, but it made it on the TBR, so sweet. And 9. I'm just going to stay there. Draw this last card. An A-star viewer spin prompt. And then finally, we have the A-star viewer spin prompt. And if you go and watch Amy's video, I'll try to remember to link it. She, at the end of her TBR game, she plays the bookish game of life. And so it's the life game, but the bookish version. It's a lot of fun to watch. And at the end of her videos, she has started to do a prompt that the viewers can actually go and read a book and fill that prompt. So this time around, the prompt was artist. And I kind of, you know, I kind of took that and ran with it. What's the word? I took liberties with that word. Anyway, for that one, I grabbed Fangs, which I talked about earlier in this video, by Sarah Anderson. This is, I mean, this looks like art to me. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. Another like one that should be fairly simple for me to get to, kind of in between ones that are a priority. So I will need to draw 3 of these books to put in the case file for next month. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and announce the giveaway winners. I did do a screen recording of the little spinning wheel as it was going, and the 2 winners were, the first winner was Magda. Magda at, and I don't know if your YouTube name is Ciaran's World. I don't know if that's how you say it, Magda, but I know it's you. So you win. You will need to get me your wish list link or your mailing address or something so I can get you a book. You can, you know, send me a message on Discord or my Instagram or my Twitter, whatever works for you. If you need an alternate method of communication, you can email me. My email is Bookchara, BOOKCHARA @gmail.com. You can email me. Anyway, let me know which book you would like. And then our second winner was Christy Finto or Christy Finto. I am not sure again on the pronunciation, but congratulations, Christy. And the same thing applies to you. Send me your info. So don't make me track you down. Okay, so we are going to draw the 3 books that are going in the case file that we will reveal when we play the April TBR game. 1, oh, sorry, 2, and 3. And I will put those right in here for safekeeping. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Just let me know in the comments that you're here. If you want to share about a book that you're reading this month, I'd love to hear about it. If there was a book that you saw me mention today and you have some input or insight or opinion, I would love to hear that as well. If you haven't already, I would appreciate it if you liked, commented, and subscribed, as it helps my channel and it encourages me. Thank you so much, guys. I pray that your March is wonderful, and I will see you very soon. Bye.